Pew, pew, pew. My buddy said, wow, 10 years late and 1 day early, which I thought was pretty funny. It's time. This is the Grand Theft Auto 6 reveal trailer. It's official. It's up. It's live. It's got nearly 100 million views in 24 hours. It's already smashing records. It's got the whole gaming world turned on its head. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone's watching the trailer, and we're gonna do that as well. Um, I have things to say. Let's be honest. I'm excited. I'm a little apprehensive. I'm nervous. I think it's ridiculous that this game gets so much attention and money and players and views, and it just dominates the whole industry. But it's exciting anyway. And I thought we could do a shot for shot breakdown of the trailer. And I've played a lot of Grand Theft Auto series in the past, especially the last entry, GTA 5 and GTA 5 Online. So let's run through this. Let's see what we got. Let's try to point out some locations, some vehicles, maybe some gameplay features if we can suss anything out. Yeah, let's just pick it apart, and hopefully I'm going to surface up maybe some of the extra small secrets that Rockstar has put in, that even if you've seen a bunch of the breakdown videos and you've watched the trailer a bunch of times, hopefully there's be a few things that we can touch on today that you didn't know about. Because I'm pretty excited and I'm itching to talk about this stuff. I'm a game developer, so I bring a sort of realistic approach to looking at something like this. I know how the sausage is made, and I know oftentimes some of this stuff is faked just to get the trailer out. And some of this stuff probably won't be in the final game, even though it's a little sus to show things in trailers that you're not going to get to play in release. People try not to do that, but I've seen a few things in here that look like they might not make it into the game, and I want to point them out, and we'll talk about that when we get there. But anyway, enough rambling. Let's jump in. This is the opening shot. This is Vice City. If you haven't played the original Grand Theft Auto Vice City, it's set in the same city, same fictional city. It's basically Miami, right? We all know this. It's Miami. So this is Vice City. We've got a river and a highway, and I've got a little pen thing. Most importantly, the opening shot features this prison right here. And yeah, what can we tell? What can we tell from this first shot? We've got lots of vehicles. It's obviously gorgeous. We know this. I have my qualms with like lighting and shadows. For instance, if we look right here, that's not right. That's not really physically accurate. Anyway, it's a small thing, right? Obviously, this shit's very beautiful regardless. So I won't nitpick some of the lighting issues that I see. But anyway, we've got the standard fare for Grand Theft Auto. We got a bunch of vehicles, motorcycles, transport trucks. We've got shuttle bus. We've got city bus. We've got box trucks, cars, vans, trucks. All types of stuff. Here's something new that we maybe haven't seen in previous games from a mechanic standpoint. We've got a pickup truck hauling a boat on a trailer. That's pretty cool. I'm assuming they're going to let us play with this if they show it off like this. So that's cool. Hauling stuff around. I hope we can put stuff in like pickup truck boxes and maybe flatbeds. You can see here, there's actually a flatbed truck here with some tires on it. Pretty sweet. I just want to like make a mess on the highway, cause a big pile up, and all the stuff you're hauling goes everywhere, all over the streets. I think that'd be fun. Yeah, so let's keep it moving. Let's see what else we got in the next shot here. We know how this opens, right? We've got a main character reveal. This is the outside of the prison. And that's Lucia. That's one of our main characters. It looks like we're going with like a 2-character story plot this time. I'm assuming it'll be like the last game where you can kind of switch between the main characters, somewhat free will, but sometimes it's like based on what's happening in the story. You have to play certain characters for certain sections. I like that. It's nice that we finally have a female lead in one of these games. So she's an inmate.
You know why you're here.
It seems like she's being let out of prison. That would make sense. She's kind of got a shady past. Maybe she considers herself a good person, but she's, I mean, she literally says I had bad luck and that's why she's in prison. So it's going to be one of those like morally ambiguous characters, just like most Grand Theft Auto games have. And I'm assuming this represents like the start of the game. Like this is probably some of the opening scenes in the game where you get out of prison and you're free to romp about.
Bad luck, I guess.
All right, lots of water in this game. There's going to be lots of water. The water looks gorgeous, honestly. What do we have here? What are we seeing? What are we seeing? We've got dolphins. We've got sharks. Look at these. We've got speedboats. All right. We've got birds. We've got jet skis. We've got jet skis on the beach. And just like probably 60 people right here on the sand. That's amazing. We'll get into the NPC stuff later. My biggest hype, my biggest excitement is around the NPCs and how they behave, how lifelike they are, how much stuff they can do. I like to people watch, and I think it makes the game feel real. So we'll talk about it in the next beach scene, but I'm very excited for the NPC stuff. Beautiful shot here of the coastline. This is South Beach. If you're familiar with Miami, this is representation of South Beach. Where's my controls here? Here we go. Boom. Pretty sweet. We've got the Miami skyline here. We've got helicopter. It looks like a Maverick. We've got a biplane up here carrying some sort of advertisement for sex pills or something. We've got vehicles on the beach. And yeah, just a bunch of Miami type high-rise buildings, hotels, condos, that kind of thing. Really nice colors. Beautiful, beautiful shot here. Also got a commercial plane up at the top. We'll notice throughout the video, there's like so many commercial planes flying around, like a ridiculous amount. I think they're just cramming it all in to make it look hectic. But it's kind of funny how many planes we're going to see, like crisscrossing over each other and stuff. Cool. It looks like this is modern Miami, by the way. Obviously, we know this. The last Vice City game was set in the 80s, like 86 or something like that. This is modern. Like, you know, we assume it's 2024, you know, something around modern time. Bang. Quick little shot here. We've got this condo building. There's people living their lives right here on this ledge, which is a nice little touch. There's also a lot of little details, towels, and like just like, you know, clutter on all the balconies, which makes the building, if you're down the street and you look up at it, it makes it look really real. There's a lot of detail. I don't think we're going to get a lot of like enterable buildings, to be honest. It's an extremely hard thing to implement in a game that's this massive. I know players want it. I certainly want it. But it's not feasible. It's simply not feasible. And it looks like from the look of these buildings so far, they're just going to be, you know, they're just props. We're not going to be able to go in most of these buildings. If you play GTA 5, you know that there is some buildings you can go in, but they're usually like story related. So I'm sure there'll be plenty of interior gameplay. But yeah, it won't be like every building is, you can just like go up the elevator and break into everyone's like condo or anything. I don't think it'll be like that at all. We're out in the Bayou. We got a totally different atmosphere here. We've got a bunch of wildlife. We've got like ducks or something flying around. And we got a fan boat. That's a pretty cool addition. I guarantee we'll be able to drive these things in the game. They would not show it off like this unless we were going to get to use it. So that's awesome. That'd be so much fun. Plus, there's a lot of waterways, right? So we need a lot of water type vehicles. We got two characters here. It looks like someone's holding a rifle or something, maybe. And yeah, that's the Bayou of Florida. By the way, in the game, they reference Leonida a lot, or in this trailer so far. We'll see that in a bit. Leonida is basically Florida. That's what they call Florida in Rockstar world. So this shot, we've got a whole bunch of wildlife. And what's interesting about this shot that I haven't seen anyone point out is that if we look behind the tree line, there's no man-made structures. There's no buildings. There's no roads. No nothing at all. which is cool. That kind of implies that this is a vast landscape of just like nature, which is pretty atypical for Rockstar games. We don't get to see that a lot. So it's pretty interesting. I hope there's like large spaces of just like wildlife and like swampland, you know. We can see tons of animals here. Yeah, it's beautiful. There's ducks. We have like flamingos, birds up there. We got a crocodile down here. Lots of crocodiles in this trailer. We'll see that in a sec. This is the money shot. I've stared at this shot so long already. I guarantee this is the shot that the trailer team was like super stoked about and paying probably the most attention to compared to every other shot in this entire trailer. I painstakingly counted how many NPCs are in the shot, and there's over 90 just at the front section of the beach here. That's nuts. It's near impossible. It's a lot to talk about. Gorgeous characters. Looks like we have really cool character customization. Lots of like different outfits, different accessories, tattoos, glasses, jewelry, props, people holding different things, going about their lives doing different animation gestures. Love it. There's even a dog here. This couple is running around with a little chihuahua, which is awesome. I hope NPCs have like pets and stuff. Again, there's tons of like life going on in the air. We've got commercial planes. This is the Sea Sparrow from previous Rockstar games. It's got like water landing gear. We've got the Maverick. It's a classic Rockstar helicopter. Everyone in the Brothers pointed out this shot here of this guy taking a video of his girlfriend twerking a little bit. That's nice. This is really funny to me. Over here on the left, we see this woman who's basically doing a perfect like model T-pose. And she's just getting some suntan sprayed on her. But I think that's very funny. I think that's like an homage to video games there. It's just like she's doing like a ridiculously perfect T-pose for this. I think that's funny. Yeah. I mean, just pause your video on this and watch and take a deep dive look at it. It's so good. It's so beautiful. I do not think, this might be a little controversial, or you might disagree with me. This game's supposed to come out on PS5 and Series X. Okay? These are old gen. This is current gen, but by the time this comes out, it's old hardware. I don't think it'll run at all if you put this many people into any given area. It's too many people. It's too many. You know, it's not like a crowd of people like in a soccer field where you just see them all and they're all doing like the same idle pose. No. This is too much life for a console to run. I don't buy it. I don't think it'll work. I don't think it'll run. I can't figure out how this is gonna. I really think that this shot is staged by Rockstar specifically for the trailer. Obviously, it looks like a shot that you would see in game if you just ran up to the beach and saw people, you know, sitting around. But you can kind of tell there's like this line of like stuff right here, right? All the people are on the front half of this shot. And then if you look back there, there's nothing back there, right? It's just like they've crowded the foreground of the shot with like life and props and characters and stuff going on. But it feels very forced. It feels like a movie shot where everyone's been blocked out and placed here specifically for the shot. I don't think when the game's released, we're not going to see this density of population anywhere in the game. It's too much. I'm surprised that they showed it off like this because it's going to be near impossible to deliver this many people in any given area. If they do, and it runs at like a reasonable frame rate on current gen consoles, hats off to Rockstar. It's amazing, but I don't see it happening. I really don't. Another waterways shot. We've got some sort of maybe tugboat over here. Some speedboats, obviously. This one says Clarion on the side. I don't know if that's like doesn't sound familiar, but maybe it's already like a boat brand in Grand Theft Auto games. We've got the BTN Del Mar shipping, container ship here. It's docked up at the pier. It's getting loaded on with some containers. And we've seen we will see in some of the other shots, these these ships actually use the waterways. So I'm guessing like in game, we'll see these ships pull up, get loaded up, and then take off on their routes, which is pretty cool. This looks like a cop to me, but not really in a cop Coast Guard boat or anything. So I don't know what's happening here. Some sort of chase on the water happening. There's a cool, I don't know. What are those speedboats called? I can't remember. This dual hull speedboat. All right. Yeah, there's not much else to point out here other than the water looks fucking gorgeous. Next shot, next shot. Boom. This is a special one. This is worth talking about. So we can see some signage. People have pointed this out. It's just like various areas. Kelly County, Vice City National Airport, Stockyard downtown. Cool. There's a big building here, which looks like some sort of arena or like performing center or whatever. It's fun. This truck, again, has stuff in the back in the box of the truck. It's like junk or whatever. I love that. I really want to just ram the back of that truck and see everything kind of spill out all over the highway. There's also debris on the road. Like we've got pylons and just like, I don't know, maybe that's a whole ass like truck tire sitting there. Not sure, but it's nice. It's a nice touch. Everything's dirty. Everything's like littered and cluttered and imperfect, you know, which makes a city feel real. So the subject of the shot obviously is we have this person sitting outside their Tesla, little joyride, and this car up here, the passenger is filming her on his camera. There's two options here, basically, in my mind. This is like a canned animation that plays out specifically in the game at a certain point. Or, and this kind of looks like regular gameplay footage almost, you could come across this kind of stuff on the highway, on the streets, where you're just driving past cars and, you know, people are partying and hooning like this. You know, regardless of what your character's up to, it's not part of the story. It's just stuff the NPCs do out here in Miami, which is pretty cool. If this is the kind of thing that the AI will just do on their own out and about, it gives me a lot of hope that the NPCs are going to have a lot of like really interesting behavior in the city, which is like, that's my highest expectation, is that the NPCs are super smart in terms of like how they can interact and what they can do in the city on their own. Very exciting. Okay, let's keep going. So we've got a different locale now. Got a more suburban neighborhood. We've got some sort of a car party here. We got lowriders. People just standing out on the street, hanging out. We've got a dirty bird, police chopper up in the sky, watching the neighborhood. Lots of street art, lots of graffiti. Very cool. This, if you squint and you stand back a few, this looks like a photograph. Like the lighting's great, the detail and everything is so nice. The people look like they're actually engaging with each other and hanging out and like doing real things, not just standing around like a bunch of like, you know, dumb AI. It just looks very fluid and natural. People leaning on cars, doing all these different animations. It's nice. Yeah, we can see, oh, actually, if I back up a touch, here we've got a Chrysler 300. Oh, I botched it. One sec. Right there. Right at the front here, this green car, that's a Chrysler 300, obviously. I think that one's new to the series. I don't believe Grand Theft Auto has any representation of this car in previous games. So that's at least, you know, there's a couple new cars out here. A lot of these cars are seen in previous Grand Theft Auto titles, but we're far from release still, right? You can drop in new cars right before release, stack up, you know, new vehicles before you put the game out. This trailer is still relatively early in terms of game development. You got to understand, I know it's been in development for 10 years. Car models are going to be one of the last things that get polished up and added into the build before it gets shipped off. And obviously they've picked a lot of their previous car models to populate this trailer with. And obviously we will see a lot of these in game because that's just the nature of Grand Theft Auto. A lot of these cars, you see them again and again between series, right? We have all these like brands built up in the Rockstar world. But there's going to be a healthy amount of fresh cars, I guarantee. A lot of people are saying, what the hell? We've seen all these vehicles before. There's nothing new. Well, there's a few new things, and I guarantee there's going to be tons of new stuff by the time it releases. It's just because we're still a year and a half, 2 years out from release, and they needed lots of vehicles to populate the trailer with, even though they're probably going to get most of their new vehicles finished and polished up and added to the game right before the deadline of releasing the shipping game. So that's how it is. That's how I think it is anyway. No worries. Got a motorcycle. Yeah, pretty sweet. Now this is Jack of Hearts, I think the club is called. I only know that because it was part of some of the leaked gameplay footage that came out like a year ago. Yeah, just a strip club, densely populated with characters. People making it rain on a Monday, apparently. Looks great. Looks like fun. Here we have a close-up. So this is probably story characters if we're going to get a shot like this. Just beautifully rendered people. This dude's got like a lot of bling. So I'm hoping that they've like upped their ante on like giving us character customization, layering options. Like I want to wear like tons of stuff, you know. He's got rings on. He's got like a wristband and a watch on, right, on the same wrist. Like let me pile stuff onto my character. And it looks like they're giving us lots of options to do stuff like that. So that's cool. This is another absolute money shot. A technical marvel that games are made that looks so beautiful like this. I'm hoping it's not touched up like in after or you know in post too much because it's gorgeous and I want it all to be real. Like even the way the water displaces differently around like edges of the coast, like it's rough in certain. Let me point it out. Yeah, I don't know if you can see. I guess you can see my cursor. Yeah, like it's rough in certain areas, but it's like calm in other areas, which is a natural effect that water has depending on like the shape of the landscape. That's cool. It's beautiful. The water looks really, really gorgeous. And on the water, we can see ships. We can see sailboats. We can see yachts, small ones, big ones, speedboats. And I've got a super yacht over here, which is a return from GTA 5, obviously. Awesome. This will cost probably 10 million bucks in-game money. We've got a tennis court down here. That's a returning mini game I'm sure we'll get. Yeah, and then just like an absolutely gorgeous skyline. Got some helicopters. More commercial planes up in the sky, obviously. It's beautiful. Can we just respect this? This is art. It's so gorgeous. Just absolutely popping off the nightlife down here. There's so many characters. There's so much happening. We've got the Grotti Cheetah here, which is a returning car from previous games. This is I think it's called a Hellfire in Grand Theft Auto. It's basically a Hellcat. Looks like a new version though. It doesn't look the same as the Hellcats we have in GTA 5. This would be a Porsche. And a couple other cars. A lot of these are familiar from the previous game, the previous games. But we've just got, you know, people living their lives. A gorgeous vista of the strip here. Beautiful colors, beautiful lighting. We got this guy on the street asking for money. I think he's got, I don't know what this is. Well, I'll play the shot so you can take a look. But look at this right here. It's some sort of animal. Okay. I'll play the shot so you can focus on it and try to figure out what the hell this is because I don't really know. Is that an iguana? Maybe it's an iguana, but it's it looks janky as hell. I love that though. A guy's got his pet. Someone taking selfie here in the middle. Another club shot. It was a different club than the first one we saw. Just people dancing. This is a cool shot. We see the Florida Keys, or the Miami Vice Keys, I guess. We've got a decommissioned bridge here with some stunt jumps. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. We've got a biplane in the foreground here, swooping in. We've got yachts in the back. We've got some jet skis ripping around down here. Looks like a fishing boat down there by the sand. What else? So this is one thing interesting. So back here at the top, that looks like a hot air balloon or a blimp. Maybe it looks like it's got fins on the back. Maybe it's a blimp that's like just about to take off or something. That's neat. Just tons of vehicles here, and we're not even really looking at the highway like the actual road vehicles. It's just like so much stuff in the water. Here's one of those shipping container ships. I don't know. These look janky to me, especially this barge. The containers on this barge have no textures. They're just solid colors. What is it? What is this? They forget to do this? This makes me feel like some of the stuff is added in post. Like hastily added in post just to make the frame look more interesting. I don't know. It's so weird that like these containers are just flat colors. There's no textures. These ones even look really hasty, but at least they have some like, you know, text decals on the side. I don't know. Anyway, it's cool. These are the Florida Keys. What else can you say? Let's keep it going. Lots to see. So this is Lucia again, our main character. She's at some sort of rooftop cabana pool party. We've got characters holding props. We got drinks, beers, this guy on his phone, people leaning around on the bar, and then beautiful vista of the city. Yeah, just really nicely drawn characters, to be honest. The Vice City billboard, classic. And then we get into this section where Rockstar is doing their thing of parodying social media like they've done in Grand Theft Auto 5, especially in the story section of Grand Theft Auto 5, like playing the campaign. So they're emulating like TikTok, Instagram Reels, you know, viral videos basically in different social media formats. So we've got this old rich dude here throwing a boat party. I Poppy Save Some Sugar Baby for the Rest of Us by Dad Bod Squad. That's funny. Again, commercial airplane up here. I feel like there's something subliminal in these images. Like every shot has at least one. Look, there's another one. There's 2 planes in this shot. It's so funny. Like, why did they put so many planes? It's distracting, honestly. Yeah, let's go through. There's gonna be a bunch of quick clips of different things happening. So we got official poach that says, "Stay alert, Vice City. Remember to check for uninvited guests before the pool party." This actually happens in Florida. People have to call in animal control and get the fucking alligators out of their pool. Or out of their house sometimes. That's fun. Now I'm pretty sure these shots are canned animations. These are specifically tailored clips of things we'll see in game in the story, but not like there won't just be an endless feed of like social media to like go through, I don't think, because it would just be too much content to make. So these are things that we get to see in the game, but they're all very specifically tailored for the sake of the story, I think. Have a Vice Day says, someone call the Department of Transport on this dump truck. I gotta say, there's some good butt jiggle. Rockstar's got their ass physics down pat. And her friend's hanging out the window here too. I like that. I love all the like little subtle like extra animations that the characters are doing so far. We got a street takeover. What is going on here? We got a street takeover. Now this could be it's very likely that this whole takeover is like a randomized event that happens like while you're playing. Like you'll get a text and it'll be like, takeover at like 4th and Junction, 10 minutes, because that's how takeovers happen, right? They're very fast and like secretive. This happens a lot in the States. People will meet up at a random intersection. They'll basically quickly close it off with their cars, and then they'll just get out and they'll hoon, right? They'll just do drifts and donuts, and they'll take videos, and they'll just cause absolute carnage. Sometimes run people over by accident, and then the cops show up, and then they just haul ass, and they're out in like 2 minutes. It's kind of shitty behavior of the car culture folk, but it's something, it really happens all the time in the States, at least. And here we have just a really weird collection of cars at this takeover. I don't know. There's like muscle cars, and then like modern JDM cars, and then like old man Corvettes. What? Not a single takeover would ever look like this. Usually it's like one, subtype of cars gathering, but there's certainly a lot of Challengers and Chargers here, which makes was that a Charger? I don't know. There's a Charger there, maybe. Yeah, it's fun. I think this would be a fun like in-game, like kind of mini, like an in-game event that pops up every once in a while on the map, and you could go over to it, maybe do some drifting and score some like points for an event or something. It'll be fun. Clearly, they're trying to show this city as just like an absolutely wild party city where there's like absolute mayhem. Fuck the cops. We're breaking the rules. We're doing crime. We're out partying. Do whatever we want. Because that's the vibe I'm getting from this trailer. They're showing a lot of that, and they're going to show more of it too. Here we have a Instagram live type of video. Some people dancing. These like really sick chromatic suits. Now we have convenience store. This is sick. Look at this convenience store. It's so well populated. Down here we have 3D props all over the shelves. Nice. We got baked goods by the cash register in the display. We got a dude back here eating his lunch. Obviously we got a massive like 10-foot gator coming in the door. But I just love all the smaller details. There's like it says here on the front, the Go Postal. So that's like a returning delivery service, postal service company from previous Grand Theft Auto games. There's people here. This guy's just leaning on his truck, filling his gas. He doesn't even care about the alligator. This guy doesn't really care either. He's just like, yep, another Tuesday in Florida. And then some people are here gathering with their phones, obviously to try to go viral on TikTok. It's just, yeah, it looks highly detailed. A lot of stuff. It'd be fun to I want to rob this place, to be honest. I want to rob it. And steal some petty cash. Here we have some police body cam footage, making it feel like, first person gunplay. This is just, I think this is just like news footage type of like coverage that we're going to see in game. There's no way we'll play the game from this perspective. I think this is just a small clip of like basically carnage happening on the streets, like that you would maybe see on the news or in a viral video. Yeah, it says body cam here, so we know that we've got the police breaking into some sort of drug bust or crashing a party really aggressively. Planet Leonida, man. So Leonida, that's Florida, right? We know this. Usually got to hit the strip club to see jiggle like that for real. We've got a wet gas station with a... What is this guy covered in? Grease, maybe? This greasy guy running from the cops. That's fun. This guy's been memed to death already. He's classic American. General Custard Cannon says only Leonida is a crotch grab and apology for bad driving. Got a cool car though. This dude's cool as hell. He's got a sick car. What is Oh, he's got his door, like his armrest taped back together on the door. That's awesome. See, that's the little touches. I love that shit. Someone mentioned also in the highway shot with the girl sitting outside of the car. Um, in that car, there's like blue LED lighting like all around the dash. So I'm hoping that we have like a little more fleshed out like interior customization for modding cars with. That'd be cool. Is there anything else I can point out here? We got a billboard for a car ad there, some more street signs. Yeah, it just again, this is the kind of shot where if you squint and you go back like a foot or two, it looks like a photograph. It's beautiful. Yo Mama's Jammer says, R.I.P. Rudy, see you in heaven, cuh. This is a guy with a sick candy painted truck, and he's just he's ghost riding the whip. That's sick as hell. I don't know. I don't know what to think about this. I think this must be story driven scene. I don't know. It's so unique. I doubt we're gonna see NPCs ripping like this on the streets, but I hope it's true. And then you've got the famous old man in his Speedo watering his absolutely drenched lawn. I don't know why he's got his hose out. There's like, his yard is it's a lake. Why is he watering? His yard is wet enough. It's plenty wet, dude. Dude loves his water. He's even got the inflatable pool at the back. Here we can see the Thrillbilly Mud Club here. So I'm guessing this might be like a whole sort of like group of people in the game, like a faction. They probably throw events that you can partake in. Clearly we're at some sort of wicked party where they've got a bunch of mud vehicles and trucks and lifted trucks, and they're drinking and they're fighting each other in the mud and just having an absolute rager, and it looks like a hell of a time. There's another shot in a sec where it looks like these events are actually like races. So I'm hoping there's like, organized like off-road mud races that you can do. Let's keep it going. Well. Mom's strapped. What can I say? She's strapped with double hammers. Lucha Libre fan says, neighborhood watch, don't play around in Hamlet. Awesome. Look who's back. And then this is the shot I just mentioned. So it's hard to tell because it's a very quick shot, but this seems like a similar mud party as the shot we just saw. We've got a keg, we've got a dude drinking, people partying with glow sticks and stuff. And then back here, there's like this dirt hill. It looks like a racetrack, right? And we've got, this is definitely like dirt terrain, and we've got like off-road vehicles ripping up this hill. So I feel like it's like a race centric like party event that hopefully players can do, because I think that'd be super fun. Some sort of antidepressant ad on the billboard there. We've got, this is neat. We've got the Crown Vic Sheriff Cruiser. We've got the Ford, I think it's a Ford Expedition or Explorer. Cop car there. We've seen a few other ones. I think there's definitely have the police charger. And I think there was even a police Challenger, but I can't remember what shot it's in. I'll point it out if I see it. This is like this is a story scene. So this shot, we have the two main characters basically running from the law, I think. Only way. Oh yeah, this is worth mentioning. This is Jason. How do we know it's Jason? Because this was part of the leaked footage that came out a year ago, where this character was named in text that said Jason. So we know the two main characters are Lucia and Jason. And in the shot, they're both in this Jeep. They got their bandanas on, and Lucia's got a little bit of cash in her hand. It looks like they probably just robbed a place, and now they're tearing ass down the highway. Some more news coverage. This is seemingly unrelated. It says cops arrest man who flipped his car after Pee-wee's dine and dash. Or I don't know. Oh, here we go. That's gotta be that's a cop car. So that's like some sort of modified Challenger muscle car cruiser. There's another one down here. Sick. What I like about this, nah, I don't think so. This is just a shot that we'll see on the news, obviously, right? This isn't really a playable scene. Like we can't infer that everything in the shot is like in-game elements. But it would be cool if these water barriers actually exploded really dynamically like this, because we can see the big spill of, like, I guess it's just water in there. I want to do this. I want to just like fly into one of these barricades and destroy all the water barrels. I don't know. I bet they'll have it in, but it won't look this nice, I don't think, because this is obviously just for the cutscene that they've made it look nice. All right, this guy, he looks like the Joker from Suicide Squad. I'm guessing this is just like character customization, kind of. This is like, hey, here's what kind of shit you could do with your character customization. Yeah, this is another newsreel of someone who got arrested. I translated this to English, and it translates to something like identified by their neck tattoo. This man was convicted. This Florida man was convicted after being identified by their neck tattoo, or something like that. Looks cool as hell, though. This is exactly how my main character is gonna look in GTA 6 Online. His chin says "Party Time," and that's fucking sick.
Is by sticking together.
We've got some hooning on the bikes. We got dirt bikes. We got ATVs. Guys ripping an absolutely killer wheelie back there through a small suburb of Florida. It seems like they're trying to ramp up like the different gang cliques, which is obviously a common in Grand Theft Auto, but it seems like they're really playing up like anarchy on the streets in this one. Another newsreel shot. We've got old man on his Porsche. He's a little upset by all the traffic. Got some police chargers here blocking off the intersection really poorly because we are just having all these motorists rip through on their bikes. And then guy on his BMX. We got groups of people cheering, I guess, because they're happy about the motorcyclists. Just mayhem, just general mayhem. Oh, we got a Viper back here. It's cool. We've seen that before. That's a long-standing Grand Theft Auto vehicle.
Being a team.
High Rollers Meg. Dude, that's some sort of street party. Bunch of customized vehicles here in the shot. People partying. Get some billboards in the back. Yeah, good looking guy. He's also got a Righteous Slaughter t-shirt on, which is like the in-game parody of Call of Duty. We've seen that in GTA 5 at least. And then looks like our main characters are robbing this liquor store or convenience store or whatever it is. We've got a couple of brands that we've seen before. Yeah, just a store full of junk. Looks great though. Honestly, looks great. You can even have like the wires coming off the back of the TV unit. We got E-Cola, famous brand, Pisswasser beer. Obviously, returning brands. Absolutely sick Chevelle pulling up doing this drift. So they just took off with some money, I guess. I guess they just robbed another, I guess, you know, from the previous shot, they've just robbed that place and now they're taking off. We got some, what looks like absolutely derelict gun stores back here that don't even look like they're open. We're in a seedy area. There is nothing going on in this shot. Let's see what happens. I tried to pause earlier when I watched it and read all these bumper stickers, but I couldn't really make all of them out. This one says say no to nuclear power. This one says save the bees. Yeah, I can't read them all, unfortunately, but I love that kind of stuff. Now, after every good heist, every good liquor store bang up, you wanna take it to the seedy motel and have sex on a bed of cash.
Trust.
This is basically the final shot. We've got our two heroes, or, you know, anti-heroes, busting into another convenience store because I guess they're super hard up for cash or I don't know, doing whatever I guess they're going to be doing. And that's it. Let's reveal the logo. There it is. That's the first official footage we have of this beautiful, beautiful game. I'm excited for it. I hope it's good. I have some reservations. I mean, it'll be great. It will be great, but it's not going to be like the whole world waited 10 years and it's going to be the best game anyone's ever seen. It won't be. It won't be. They're targeting current gen. The biggest problem is they're targeting current gen consoles. It's just so weird. Like, just give us the PC version, make it beautiful, make it, you know, super highly detailed. But no, they're gonna put it out on console first, like they did last time for GTA 5. Make us wait like a year, then give it to us on PC. All of us buy it twice because we couldn't wait a year to get it on PC, so we bought it on some stupid console version. I did it, and I'll probably have to do it again. Unfortunately, Rockstar knows how to make cash hand over fist. It's just a shame that they want to do it this way. Yeah. Anyway, that's my breakdown. That's the things. I hope we found some stuff that you maybe haven't seen yet. Looks good. I'm gonna say looks good. Looks fun. I have high hopes for it. I'll be paying very close attention on this channel. If they put out any more tidbits, any more juicy footage, I will cover it here probably because I'm a simp. I'm excited for this game, I gotta say. I have a lot of hours in Grand Theft Auto 5, and growing up, I remember like asking my mom to pick me up Vice City because I wasn't old enough to buy it myself, and just like reading the pamphlet like front to back a few times, like on the ride home on the highway, before even playing the game. Like, just so many memories playing Vice City especially, and I loved San Andreas. Played a lot of Grand Theft Auto 4. Played a hell of a lot of Grand Theft Auto 5 in GTA Online. So I don't know what happened, but I ended up being a Grand Theft Auto person. But here we are. This is number 6 coming out. Like my buddy said, 10 years late, 1 day early, because the video got leaked. Yeah, I'm going to sign off. I just want to make one more note. This is crazy to me. This video in its first 20, because this trailer's been out for basically 24 hours now, it's got like 95 million views. And then on the GameSpot version, because Rockstar allows GameSpot to put it out simultaneously, that video has like 20 million views, which if you put them together, you'd have like 110 plus million views in the first 24 hours, which would be, if all these views are from the exact same channel on the exact same video, it would be the #1 most viewed video of all time in its first 24 hours on YouTube. More than any other video that's ever been put on YouTube, which is nuts. If that doesn't tell you how stoked people are for this and how excited people are, it's going to be nuts. It's going to be absolutely nuts. It's already breaking records, and we've barely seen 2 minutes of the game. Whew. So thank you for riding with me on this one. Let me know what you think in comments. Please let me know what you think in the comments. I'm super stoked. Point out stuff if I miss stuff. If you disagreed with me on anything, for my opinions, call me out. Let me know what you think. I want to talk about it. This is it's an exciting moment in gaming history, actually, because this is just such a huge thing. That's even though it's coming out in 2025, it's right on our doorstep. We've been waiting a long time for this, and it's just about here. So that's pretty sweet. All right, thanks for watching, and yeah, like and subscribe. Please send some sort of comment. Let's talk about it down below. All right, have a good one. Cheers.